everybody, oh yeah, your
Thank you, Solo. Now, great youth of Nigeria.
Updates as the days go by and as we are drawing closer to the start of the electioneering campaign proper, a whole lot of activities are going on within the parties and of course across the nation to ensure that both INEC give the nation and its populace a free, fair and credible elections, and as well have the political parties play their good part in the coming general elections. Of course, I'm sure that if you are conversant with the social media, you would have seen a whole lot of things going on within the parties and outside the parties. And of course, across board as well, a whole lot has happened, between opposition parties, people coming to attack each other. Now, guys, if you are new to this politics thing, to this campaign and election thing, it is normal, right? If you were, there when Buhari contested in 2015, of course, I'm sure you would have seen a whole lot of this stuff. Allegations that were put against him by the opposition parties and all of those stuff, right? And look at all the other guys, who has contested in different times. You would see opposition parties try to pull up things that will bring them down or discredit their chances of, emerging as the, winner of whatever position that they are vying for. And this is, something that we are getting to see a whole lot more. Of course, in recent time, we saw a whole lot of those activities across social media platforms, and we are going to be getting into some of these things, particularly the ones that were really very funny. Nigeria is, like I say, not a real place because a whole lot of those things came off as though they were skits in recent times, right?
Today, many of our youths are unemployed. And only yesterday, the man promised 10 million jobs. Ẹ̀yin Yorùbá, wọ́n ní bí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ máa rí àárọ̀ láti mọ̀. Ó ti sọdún mẹ́fà. Ó wáṣẹ́ fún ọmọ wa. Ó wá ní ilé tó wá ìbò yìí. Ẹni ó máa create 10 million jobs. Ẹni àtọ̀ mọ̀. Ẹni à ń tàn mọ́ àbí ó mọ̀. Òpùrọ̀ wà àbí ó sí. Umbrella wọn ti ya, irọ́ ti ya. Kí ló yọ umbrella wọn? Irọ́.
But before I get into that, let me give you a quick update. With about 165 days to the 2023 general elections, activities have been kickstarted by the INEC to ensure free, fair, and credible elections. The INEC has announced through their social media handles that the collection of PVCs that were registered or updated in 2017, 2018, and 2021 has commenced. So in view of this, if you registered within those periods, head straight to your INEC local government area office to pick up your voter's card. Okay, moving on to the business of the day. You see, at some point, right, you are gonna have to stop or want to stop being the bigger person in the room and throw their kind of shade back at them. This was Peter Obi's reality and current state when he took to the stage to throw shades at the fellow running mates last week at the gathering he was invited to speak at.
There's 18 of us contesting to be president. What I want you to do is not to say, Obi is your man. Listen to 18 of us. And they'll stand the way I'm standing now and tell you what they want to do. That's what we want to do. That's why elections are all over the world. You listen to Biden, you listen to Bush, you listen to Obama, you listen to... That's how it's run everywhere.
we've not seen Peter Obi do. Of course, Peter Obi will always come to tell his followers on social media, hey, don't fight for me. Let me fight my battles. Let me respond to them in my way, in kind. I don't want to fight. But this past week, Peter Obi refused to be the bigger person in the room. And he took to the stage. He was invited to speak. And the guy just went on to throw a shade directly back at the people who have said different things about him, at this time refusing to be the bigger person. I'm sure we all can relate to this because at some point in our lifetime, we will get to do this, right?
Actually, Peter Obi isn't going anywhere, and I think he knows it. And I will give you this. Algorithm check and data analytics was carried out where it was reached at assessing his strength on the social media. And it is discovered that 57.5% of people who engage for him consist of bots and or individuals that do not live in Nigeria. So meaning that when the chips are down, 57% of the energy he generates from the social media won't be on ground to vote for him.
However, Daniel Bwala has given a data for the support Peter Obi is getting on social media, and he said that 57% of what seems to be a massive support for Peter Obi across social media cannot hold waters when push comes to shove. And what this means is that a lot of the people, exactly according to him, exactly 57% of the people who are supporting the Peter Obi movement on social media are not even resident in Nigeria. So this means that well over half of the noise we hear on social media in support of Peter Obi are from Nigerians in diaspora. So this will be, if it is true, will be the beginning of the disappointment some of you will receive, the root shock that some of you will receive in 2023. Because of course, we are hoping that your social media campaign will move beyond social media to the street. But again, like we have seen in time past, people get to make noise, on social media in support and solidarity for the person that they are supporting. But at the end of the day, we don't see anything coming out of that because social media does not win elections. Right? Anyway.
That is case number one. Case number two.
Bwala said that no political party wins elections in Nigeria without a structure. Of course, this is not a new thing. Everybody gets to talk about this. It's still news, right? We know that no one has ever won elections in Nigeria without structure. And of course, this is one of the things that someone like Bola Ahmed Tinubu did from when he left governorship in 2007. He started building, because at the time, his party had their strongest presence just in Lagos, as it were. But over time, over years, he began to put structures in place across different states. Of course, win Ogun State here, win Oyo State here, win Kwara State, win different states here and there until they had what is called the structure that they now so proudly bank on. Again, has anyone ever won elections in Nigeria without that kind of structure, particularly at the presidential level? No. Can we expect anything different in 2023? I don't know. Miracles might happen, but miracles in this regard are less likely to happen. Structure, back to structure. Of course, I know all the many things that Peter Obi and his supporters say about the structure that they supposedly have. So I'll leave it there. And another thing he said was that Peter Obi is used as a decoy to support Asiwaju.
Peter Obi is being used by some stakeholders as a decoy to support Asiwaju.
Wow. I never expected this one. Okay, of course, like I usually say on this show, that with politics, anything can happen. There are many things that happen within political streams that go beyond what you understand in plain English. Again, you cannot follow politics with just your natural human understanding, because there are strategic approaches that are deployed within political seasons like this to either move or distort moves made by parties, right? So again, there are no smokes without fire. Abi, or there are no fires without smoke. Any which of the ways. This could be true, but it is something that we need to sit back and properly analyze. But he said so, that Peter Obi is being used as a decoy to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do with this information whatever you may, and whoever it is that is behind this, strategy, of course, it could be true. That is what I'm saying, and there could be more to this, and there could be more things that are going on behind the scene that some of you do not understand. This is politics. Again, however true this could be, I don't know, but you viewers can tell us what you think about this. In the past week, we saw your uncles, fathers, brothers, aunties who are heads of revenue generating agencies across the nation show up before a body that was set up to, checkmate their activities, particularly with regards to financial revenue and expenditure, right? And we saw them getting involved in heated arguments here and there because they could not provide a clean sheet showing how money has been expended within the period in review.
I will not come here to come and lie on what I did not do.
Please give us the evidence. We are speaking to documents here, sir. We are speaking to documents. We are not here to be, we are not sentimental.
We are speaking to documents.
Hold on.
Chairman, sir.
Hold on, DG, hold on.
Because I'm on camera.
Brings me back to what we have always talked about on this show. Sometimes we blame the politicians. No, we blame the elected politicians, stating that they are our problems. But seeing this video, right? And of course, this is not the entire video. We can check out, the full video on YouTube, right? Seeing how some of them were being defensive over your inadequacy or inability to produce something that you should produce. Now, you still the head of the committee stated,
I can't understand why in this age and era, with professionals like you, our operations will still be limited to manual. You do manual operation, you issue receipt manually. The feeling, what we get from those things is you possibly, the office is possibly trying to cut corners. So you've created windows to cut corners, because when you do things manual, you know what windows you're creating.
Money that was assigned to your agency, you still issue money with manual receipt. You still do everything manually. You see, I think that this system is becoming very irritating. You know why? Because in Lagos, a lot of things have been automated, and the only thing you can attribute to it is the fact that Lagos State is very prudent with ensuring that what belongs to them do not enter or go into personal pocket.
2021, IGR 2.4 billion, IGR 13 million, operating expenses 2.46 billion. I mean, we must have details of the expenses, the expenditure. You received 2.4, you expended everything. We must see the details. Nigerians must see these details.
If BRT system can be checkmated, right, everything in this country can do the same. I have seen several other prosecutors and bodies in this country who are deliberate about ensuring that their money do not go into personal pockets, do things to ensure that that never happens. But in cases where you have manual systems, you know that they are stealing money. There is no way we can look at this. This is how 70 billion will be swallowed by snakes, and 142 billion will be eaten by termites, and monkey will carry another 84 billion. This is just a simple way, because they cannot provide simple data to show this was automated. This is how money was given to us, and this is how money was spent. Things we do in private companies, right? These guys should stop playing with us. You guys should stop playing with us.
All the agencies, especially the Office of the Accountant General, they are our problem in this country. Because Nigerians will be shouting they are the politicians. Look at what my colleague has just read out. Look at it.
I have to take a pause at this one. You know why? Because of course, since I began to have sense in this country, there are people who have not just agreed to cross paths, particularly in the political space. And one of those persons are Bode George and Bola Ahmed. They've had their differences from time immemorial. Of course, they've always had, belong to different parties, and they've not just agreed on anything. And up until now, Bode George still has a lot of things against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I don't know why, but I see that whatever he has with Bola Ahmed Tinubu or has against him runs very deep. Make it make sense, guys. What could make a man hate Bola Ahmed Tinubu so much? Like what? Woo! How do you say that a man who typically and literally built Lagos has not done anything to deserve being the president?
And I am happy the president has signed the new electoral bill. If by whatever chance he gets to the villa, I won't be part of this country. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I can go to Ghana, live in Ghana, and be watching you with a binocular from afar. You will see what will happen. Say this is Alpha Beta in Lagos. He will create some altar beta somewhere to carry your money and carry the thing. His wife will now be Senate president. His son will be governor of Lagos. His daughter will be Yoloja of Nigeria. Abba. What has he done to prove that he deserves to be honored by anybody in this country?
You can say anything about your position. Of course, if someone is, running against you, you can use anything you like or you have against him to discredit his chances. But please don't say that. Don't tell us that Bat has not done anything to deserve being the president of this country.
Now, great youth of Nigeria. The great youth of Ogun State. The greatest of the greatest of the greatest.
Look at Bola Ahmed Tinubu promising in 2015 to create jobs. And he also made direct and clear promises that there will be no single ASU strike going forward. Have we not seen that?
And they are failing on every economic aspect. They cannot create job for you. Are you not tired of it? You went to the university for 7-8 years instead of 4 years course. Are you not tired for it? Are you not? School fees is becoming a thing of tears. Are you not tired of it? I can teach them how to create jobs locally. We will give you student loan. Our program, 4 years will be 4 years. You will not extend before 4 years to graduate in a university. By the time on your 4th year, you will be taken through that critical part. He said he wants to address the Nigerian youth.
Congratulations to all Nigerian students, past and present. If you went to school in this country between 2015 and now, of course, you know how much these promises hold true.
We need to take a deep breath and be extremely careful. If he gives you money, collect it, it's your money. But think before you vote.
Since this APC government took power in 2015, ASU has not gone on strike. And for a fact, students have gotten funds and the student loan that they promised to ease up stuff. Right? And they have been taken through the critical part, like our next president promised. Don't you think this is enough reasons to vote wisely in 2023, you have all the information in there, right? They are all in there. You like, be sleeping and be agreeing with Bode George. Perhaps, if you have experienced any actual strike since 2015, then it is no fault of the government. Guys, it has been as a result of the selfish interest of your lecturers, professors, and the ASU body themselves. Woo! Their selfish interest. Those ASU guys don't have any of your interest at heart. They are just using you as a bait to demand their selfish interest. That is all that happens. It's all selfish. It is not on the government, it is on ASU. So instead of blaming the government, blame ASU.
I don't want to follow a leader who lies.